lot about the sort of stress sandwich that parents feel like they're dealing with right now. And it occurred to me that a lot of what people are really struggling with right now comes down to role conflict. And role conflict is basically just when one of your roles in life collides with another one of your roles in life. So, maybe work spills over into family or family spills over into work. And there's just a lot of that happening right now. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about why this matters in terms of parenting. A couple of years ago, when I was researching my book, Happy Parents, Happy Kids, I looked at a lot of the global happiness research, which talks about, what leads parents to be happier around the world. And a big contributor to parental unhappiness is, in fact, role conflict. At a very personal, real level, this was something I was talking to a parent named Elaine about when I was researching the book. And she told me that it doesn't matter where she is, whether she's at home or whether she's at work, she always feels like she's letting somebody else down. And now let's dial up the intensity of that by 10,000% and take us to our current moment as we parent in the midst of a pandemic. And you can see, role conflict is happening all the time. You're having to make constant pivots in order to meet the needs of your toddler and to, help your school-age child with their school stuff and feel like you're doing whatever you're being expected to do at work, and then cycling through all the other roles in your life. I mean, it's just overwhelming. So what do we do about this, given that we're not going to be able to magically change the situation overnight? I think, first of all, accept that interruptions are going to happen. And so you have to modify your expectations of yourself accordingly. It's not going to be possible to focus 100% for 8 hours at a time on one role and then neatly transition to the other during your commute home, because right now your commute is probably walking from the kitchen to the living room or something like that. So adjust your expectations, be honest with your employer and other people in your life about the struggle, and maybe establish some boundaries. I mean, the fact that coworkers can text message you on a Saturday night does not necessarily mean coworkers should be text messaging you on a Saturday night. It could be a simple thing like having a discussion with everybody on your team and saying, you know what? Some of us are going to be working on the weekend because that's the only time we can get our work done. But maybe instead of firing off messages and emails to other people on the team on a Saturday night, we could just, hold those messages for a day or two and send them out during normal working hours again. I think the biggest thing, if you're feeling like you're doing it all wrong, is that you're not doing it wrong at all. You're parenting through a really difficult and challenging situation. And based on the conversations I've been having with parents, you're doing a pretty incredible job. So give yourself credit, take a deep breath, and negotiate some boundaries that feel a little more real.